Wizardry, 1991. Video game anime, 1991 edition. In the shadows of a dying village, beneath a sky forever dimmed by storm-heavy clouds, men duel in dark alleys. Steel clashes against steel. These are not common bandits. They are known as treasure keepers, guardians of dungeon relics, challengers of the reckless, and judges of courage. Victory in these duels means access to treasure. Defeat means death, or worse. One warrior falls. The victor kneels, pulling out a simple tournevis, a screwdriver, and pries open the hidden chest embedded in the alley's stone wall. Inside lies gold, jewels, and perhaps something far more dangerous. In this world, treasure is never just treasure. It is temptation. Inside the Gilgamesh Tavern, lantern light flickers against rough wooden beams. The roads outside are blackened by mist, and inside, mercenaries whisper of doom between mugs of ale. At a central table sit three adventurers: Shin, bold and outspoken; Alex, calm yet calculating; Hawkwind, quiet, sharp-eyed, always observing. They speak of descending deeper into the dungeon beneath the village, not for glory, but for gold. "How far down should we go?" Shin asks. Before anyone can answer, Morgan, an anxious patron, mentions a name spoken only in hushed fear: Werdna, the demon wizard. Shin's confident smile fades. Alex remarks grimly that many parties go down into the dungeon, but none return from its lower floors. Monsters guard treasures there, and those who guard them are merciless. Rumor spreads like wildfire. King Trebor once offered an enormous sum for the retrieval of a sacred amulet, an artifact stolen by Werdna himself. An old man, leaning on a wooden cane, mirrors Shin's earlier bravado. "It's a shame," he mutters, "that nobody has the courage nowadays to reclaim the amulet." The amulet once protected King Trebor from evil spirits. Now it rests on the 10th floor of the dungeon, a floor so deep that even seasoned adventurers hesitate to speak its name. And Werdna waits there. Shin's confident expression returns, until Morgan whispers that Werdna's demons may rise again. The truth becomes clear. Werdna stole the amulet. He sealed himself on the 10th floor. And if the seal binding its ancient darkness is broken, catastrophe could last 1,000 years. Alex stands. He whispers a spell. Milwa. A soft glow radiates from his hand, revealing hidden cracks in the tavern's wood, concealed runes in the floorboards, and unseen energies lingering in the air. Magic here is not spectacle. It is survival. The party enters the dungeon. They descend using ancient mechanical platforms, primitive elevators creaking downward into darkness. Stone walls pass by. Then, without warning, the floor shatters beneath them. Demons emerge. Claws, fangs, screeches, steel answers. The party prevails. Barely. But then, a greater demon attacks from the shadows. Before it can finish them, a swirling fire wind erupts across the chamber. A spell, Kakamen. A wizard named Joeza steps forward. With him stands his pupil, Albert. Joeza is known throughout the village, a legend among wizards. He casts Latomorphis, curing Alex from a zombie's poison wound. He draws a glowing circle of protection around the party, shielding them from unseen threats. Then he speaks of the amulet. It was sealed for 1,000 years. Werdna seeks to break that seal. Joeza reveals something deeper, more painful. Werdna was once his war comrade. They served together under King Trebor, until betrayal. Werdna stole the amulet and vanished into darkness. This is not just a quest. It is unfinished war. Hawkwind demonstrates his own magic, Desto, granting him thief-like skills. He unlocks doors that resist steel. He activates elevators using mysterious blue ribbon artifacts. On the fourth floor, Albert stumbles upon corpses. Wizard corpses. The floor is a graveyard. A scream echoes. They follow it. A female warrior is surrounded by towering blue obelisk monsters. They intervene. One falls. The second teleports, preparing a devastating spell. Joeza attempts Politos to nullify it, but fails. The creature casts L'Adalto, freezing them in place. Through combined effort, blade and magic, they destroy it. The woman introduces herself. Sheer. Her presence shifts the tone of the journey. She is not here for treasure. She is searching for someone. Suddenly, a grotesque figure appears. Flack-Sama. A grinning, Joker-like monster. In a blur of motion, he severs Hawkwind's arms. He mocks them. Forget the amulet. Alex attacks, but Flack-Sama is too fast. Albert hurls fire. Sheer warns them not to kill him. But Shin strikes him down. Too late. Sheer reveals why she hesitated. Her lover, Randy, entered the dungeon seeking the legendary Muramasa blade, a sword usable only by advanced samurai. It amplifies emotion. It drives wielders mad. Randy came to test his power. She waited for him. The Pearl Star passed the North Star 3 times. He never returned. Joeza uses Mahdi to restore Hawkwind's arms. But powerful magic drains life force. Spells have cost. Every miracle carries consequence. They agree to descend to the 10th floor together. Elsewhere. A mysterious vampire lord approaches Werdna. He reports that a woman and her party have reached the 10th floor. A young man is still alive. Could it be Randy? Werdna appears, first as a projection, then in person. He secures the amulet. The final seal weakens. Joeza leads the party through teleportation chambers. They arrive in unknown corridors. Vampires attack. They defeat them, though one always lingers. Then, they find him. Randy. Alive. But changed. The Muramasa blade has twisted his mind. He does not recognize Sheer. He attacks. He severs Shin's arm. Alex pierces his neck, yet Randy does not fall. Joeza whispers, "He's no longer human." Hawkwind strikes, ineffective. Shin surprises him from behind. Randy retaliates. As he prepares the killing blow, Sheer casts Tilt-A-Weight. A spell like nuclear detonation. It shields allies. It devastates enemies. Randy collapses, paralyzed. Joeza restores Shin's arm. Sheer sings. Randy dies in her voice. Shin inherits the Muramasa blade. And yet, he does not lose his sanity. The final confrontation begins. Werdna faces them. Joeza demands the amulet. Werdna laughs. The seal is broken. A blinding light erupts. Sheer battles the vampire lord. Werdna hurls lightning. Shin attacks with Muramasa, but Werdna evades effortlessly. The vampire lord drains Alex with Labadi. Sheer counters with Zilwan, flooding him with holy light. He staggers. Alex strikes from behind. The vampire lord falls. Then, the inevitable. Joeza confronts Werdna. War brother against war brother. Shin presses forward with Muramasa. Werdna dodges every strike. Joeza revives Albert, but the spell drains him completely. Joeza collapses. Werdna declares the amulet's power fully unleashed. With his dying breath, Joeza commands, "Shin, destroy him!" Sheer casts Mahaman, shielding the party from fatal attacks. She collapses. Shin kneels beside Joeza. He channels Joeza's remaining life force into the Muramasa blade. The sword glows, but does not corrupt him. Because Shin fights not for pride, but for others. Werdna's final spell fails against Mahaman's barrier. He attempts to flee. Shin strikes. Werdna is cut in two. The 10th floor collapses. The amulet reseals its power. The darkness recedes. Outside the dungeon, beneath open sky, they bury Randy. They bury Joeza. Hawkwind notes Joeza was not reincarnated. His psychological strength was spent. Sheer apologizes for Randy's failed luck charm. Shin offers her the Muramasa blade. She refuses. You earned it. You wielded it without madness. The wind passes quietly over two graves. The dungeon remains, but the darkness has been pushed back. For now, because in the world of wizardry, magic has a price, courage has a cost, and every blade remembers the hand that wields it.